While Mother Nature takes her time outside the shop, Nick is keeping things busy inside. The engines keep moving through the shop. Nick has never been so busy. But he still has the same passion for engine building as he did when he started wrenching in the back alley behind his childhood home. Today, he's got a freshly rebuilt 1970 440 on the dyno. He broke in the cam and did the initial tuning on the engine yesterday, but as his client has dropped by this morning for a look, Nick decides to do a pull for Joe so he can see for himself. Nick built this 440 with a mild cam and flat-top pistons. He zero-decked the block and slightly ported the heads. He hopes to bring the horsepower up from the original 375 and see a number closer to 450. Then Joe is going to put the engine in his 1972 Satellite.
It's loud, right? We did 5,000, eh? 5,000, 447.5. Today we did 447.8, yeah. Let's see, the water temperature was 176, same temperature. I started 171, 174. And you see the torque is the same. 519 at 4,000. Here we have 518. It's in there. I'm trying to hit the 450 market, which I'm going to try by Monday, you know? I have to play with time, and I haven't played much with the time. I played a little bit with it. I played with the air fuel ratio, but then I want to try your carburetor, which is vacuum secondaries. Yeah. Don't worry, it won't be as loud in your car because this exhaust pipes are so loud.
That's okay. What we want.
That's right. That's it, eh?
Joe loves what Nick has done with his engine, and he's a big fan of muscle cars in general. But that doesn't stop him from throwing down a challenge to Nick. Any muscle car in the shop against his son in his Tesla electric vehicle.
Any muscle car against a Tesla.
Yeah? Any muscle car?
Anyone.
I'll bring my Hellcat for now.
Bring the Hellcat.
Yeah?
Yep.
You know what I need? I need tires like that green challenge is getting on. That's what I need.
Anything you want to put on, you're allowed.
The problem with the Hellcat is the tires. It's got the tires on it, but it's not a Hellcat. That's the green car in the shop right now.
How about the
TA?
How about the
green TA, yeah. It's my friend's car, yeah. He's got tires, but every time he floors it, you know, he spins the tires like crazy.
We're on.
He's got friends that, you know, compete with him, you know? So that'll be cool. Yeah. Very nice challenge.
Yes.
That would be something to see. Nick in his SRT Hellcat with a set of nice sticky tires like the ones they just put on this green TA, going head to head with the next generation in an electric car. Stay tuned for that.
I'm gonna take this TA 392 for a ride with his Mickey Thompson tires. I want to try it out because I'm looking forward to buying a set for my Hellcat. Here we go. Of course, this is a TA. We're taking for a fun drive. Oh, fun drive. Let's go for a ride again. Reminds me of my Hellcat. What a ride. Not bad, eh? Pretty good. TA.
Nick would be the first to admit he gets to drive some great cars as part of his job, especially when the sun is shining and the roads are dry. Today there's a very special car waiting for Nick to take it out for a shakedown. This fantastic 1971 Dodge Challenger RT. Nick just rebuilt the engine under that flawless blue hood, and the owner, Benoit, wants to take the car to a show at the end of the month. So this afternoon is time for a test drive.
We just installed the 400 engine we just built for Benoit here. It's just a simple 400 overhaul. So we just took out his old 383 engine. We installed the 400 here a couple of days ago, and now I'm going to take it for a drive to see how it goes. Beautiful day, no snow on the ground, beautiful spring day, and let's go for a drive.
Nick likes to road test the engines he's built and installed. He wants to make sure that everything is working just as it should before putting his customers back in their cars.
Some downshifting. There we go. We have to get this ready because he's off to a big car show in Quebec City at the end of the month. So let's see how it goes. I'm just trying out the shifter. All right, I'll go check it one more time. Here we go.
The engine, gears, and brakes are all checking out fine. But there's one test that every muscle car has to be able to pass if they're going to get Nick's approval.
Just make tire spin now. Let's try it out.
If it can't do a burnout, it's not gonna work out.
I'll torque it up a little bit. See how it goes. I'm gonna try advancing the timing because I got a big stumble when accelerating. Let me just get the hood open and let's try it.
Nick built the 400 in this Challenger, but the carburetor on top of it was put together by a buddy of Benoit's, and he'll also be doing the final tune on the carb. So Nick limits himself to adjusting the timing and setting the accelerator pump so that the car will be in the best shape possible for Ben to take it to the show.
I think we got it. There we go, just a little fine tuning on the street. Okay, I beat him up like that. That's the way I beat my cars. That's how the customers drive them, so I drive them hard. And this is what we're all about.
I think it's fixed.
Yeah, I think so.
Now we're just gonna deliver it to my client. And then he's off to his show in Quebec City at the end of the month. And then he's gonna take it home and just tune the carburetor, and that's about it. And everything else is perfect. No oil leaks, no noises. The timing is set. Stops and goes, shifts all right. It's good. If Benoit's happy, I'm happy. Another fine product from Nick's Garage.